everyone, and welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Jason, your host, and I'm really happy you're here with us today.
Hi, everyone. I'm Julia, your co-host. If you're learning English and you sometimes feel stuck when you speak, this episode is for you.
Exactly. Today's topic is called Speak the Way You Think. Now, Julia, let me ask you something. And listeners, think about this too.
Okay, go ahead.
When you speak English, do you first think in your own language and then translate into English?
Oh, wow. Yes, I think many English learners do that. I did that for years.
You're not alone. Most learners translate in their head, word by word. And that's why speaking feels slow, stressful, and uncomfortable.
And sometimes you know the answer, but your mouth just doesn't move.
Exactly. So today, we're going to talk about how to stop translating and start speaking more naturally, the way native speakers do.
Don't worry. This doesn't mean using difficult words or perfect grammar.
Not at all. It means learning how to think in ideas, not in grammar rules.
And we'll share simple examples, real situations, and easy exercises you can try today.
So if you want to speak English with more confidence and less fear,
and finally say what you're thinking without panic,
stay with us. Let's get started. So, Julia, let's start with the big question. What does speak the way you think actually mean?
Yeah, because when learners hear that, they might think, wait, I think in my own language. Is that wrong?
Great question. And no, it's not wrong. But when we say speak the way you think, we mean thinking in ideas, not translating words.
So it's not about grammar rules in your head?
Exactly. When you translate, your brain does 3 jobs. First your language, then English, then grammar. That's too much work.
No wonder people freeze when they speak.
Right. But when you speak the way you think, you start with a simple idea. For example, instead of thinking, okay, present perfect verb preposition.
You just think, I'm tired. I like this. I don't understand.
Perfect examples. Native speakers don't think about grammar first. They think about meaning.
That's interesting, because many learners think good English means long sentences.
Yes, and that's a big misunderstanding. Good English is clear English, not complicated English.
So speak the way you think means using short, natural sentences?
Exactly. Short sentences, real words, and real thoughts.
Like how you actually talk in real life, not in textbooks.
Yes. Textbooks teach structure, but real English is about connection.
And that feels much more comfortable.
It does. And once learners understand this idea, speaking becomes faster and more confident.
So today, we're not teaching perfection.
We're teaching natural communication. All right. Now, let's talk about a problem almost every English learner has. Translating in your head.
Yes, and it feels normal, right? You think, this is how I learned English.
Exactly. But the problem is speed. When you translate, your brain is doing too much work.
Let me guess. First, you think in your language.
Then you translate into English.
And then you check the grammar.
That's 3 steps. And speaking needs to be fast.
That explains why learners pause so much. You hear a question and inside your head it's like loading.
Yes, like a slow computer. By the time you're ready to answer, the moment is gone.
I remember someone asking me, how was your weekend? And I thought, past tense verb structure.
And a simple answer like, it was nice became stressful.
Exactly.
Translating also kills confidence, because while you're translating, you're thinking, what if this is wrong?
And that fear makes people speak even less.
Right. But native speakers don't translate. They respond immediately because they think in ideas, not sentences.
So they hear a question and answer naturally.
Yes. And here's something important. Even if your grammar is not perfect, communication still works.
That's such an important message for learners.
When you stop translating, you start reacting. And real conversation is about reaction, not perfection.
So if listeners feel slow when they speak,
It's not because they're bad at English.
it's because they're translating too much.
Exactly. And the good news is, you can train your brain to stop doing that. Now let's talk about some very common mistakes English learners make, and honestly, almost everyone makes them.
Yes, and if you're listening, don't feel bad. These mistakes are normal.
Exactly. Mistake number 1, trying to speak perfectly.
Oh, yes. Learners think, if my English is not perfect, I should not speak.
But perfection is the enemy of communication. When you focus too much on grammar, you stop thinking about meaning.
And your message gets lost.
Right. Mistake number 2, thinking in long sentences.
People try to sound smart, so they create very long sentences in their head.
But in real life, native speakers use short sentences. Clear. Simple.
Like, I'm not sure, let me think, I agree.
Exactly. Mistake number 3, being afraid of mistakes.
This one is huge. Fear makes people silent.
And silence means no practice. No practice means no improvement.
It's a dangerous cycle.
Mistake number 4, thinking grammar first, meaning second.
So instead of thinking, what do I want to say, they think, which tense should I use?
Yes, but communication starts with an idea, not a rule.
So what's the solution?
Focus on being understood, not being perfect. Short sentences, real thoughts.
And remember, mistakes are proof that you're learning.
Exactly. Every mistake is one step closer to fluency. Now, Julia, let's talk about something many learners are curious about. How do native speakers actually think when they speak English?
Yes, because learners often believe native speakers are thinking about grammar all the time.
But the truth is, we're not. Native speakers don't think in grammar rules.
So no tense charts in your head?
None at all. We think in ideas, pictures, and feelings.
That's interesting. So when someone asks you a question, what happens in your mind?
I understand the idea and I react. That's it.
So it's more like a feeling or response.
Exactly. For example, if someone says, "Are you tired?" I don't think. Present simple adjective.
You just say, yeah, a little.
Right. Simple and natural.
I think learners sometimes feel their English is bad because it's simple.
Yes, but simple English is strong English. Native speakers use simple words every day.
So real English is not like exam English.
Not at all. School English teaches accuracy. Real English needs speed and clarity.
That's a big mindset change.
It is. Once learners stop trying to sound perfect, they start sounding natural.
And that's the goal.
Exactly. To speak English the way real people do. All right. Now it's time to practice. If you're listening, don't just listen. Speak with us.
Yes, this part is very important. You can do this anywhere, at home, in your car, or walking outside.
Let's start with something very simple. Look around you right now and name 3 things in English.
I'll go first. Table, phone, window.
Perfect. No grammar, no sentences, just words.
And notice, no translating.
Exactly. Now let's add a simple sentence. Say what you're doing right now.
Okay, I'm sitting. I'm listening. I'm talking.
Great! Short, clear, natural.
At first, this might feel strange.
Yes, but that's your brain learning something new. Now, let's try self-talk.
Self-talk means talking to yourself in English, right?
Exactly. For example, I need coffee. I'm a little tired. I like this episode.
I like that one.
Now, here's an important rule. Don't correct yourself too much.
So even if it's not perfect, just keep going?
Yes, fluency grows from flow, not correction.
This feels much easier than translating full sentences.
Because it is. You're thinking in ideas, not grammar.
Listeners, try this for 1 minute today.
Just 1 minute, and you'll feel the difference. All right, Julia, now that we've practiced thinking in English, let's talk about daily habits that can help you speak naturally.
Yes, because practicing one time is good, but daily habits make a real difference.
Exactly. Habit number 1, self-talk in English. Talk to yourself about what you're doing, thinking, or feeling.
Like, I'm cooking dinner, I'm reading a book, I'm tired.
Yes, simple sentences, repeated every day.
Okay, what's habit number 2?
Listen before you speak. Pay attention to how native speakers talk. Notice short phrases, natural pauses, and expressions.
Oh, so instead of memorizing long sentences, we learn patterns from real English.
Exactly. Habit number 3. Use short sentences when you speak. Focus on clarity over complexity.
I like that. It feels much easier to speak this way.
Habit number 4. Think in English while doing daily tasks. For example, while washing dishes, say, I'm washing dishes. This is fun. I like music.
That's perfect practice without even noticing it.
Exactly. And habit number 5, don't fear mistakes. Each mistake is progress. Remember that.
So these habits train your brain to speak naturally, not perfectly.
Yes. And if you practice these habits daily, even 5 or 10 minutes, you'll notice big improvements in a few weeks.
I love that. It's simple but powerful.
That's the key. Consistent, simple practice. Not perfection.
Jason, we've talked about thinking in English, practicing and forming habits, but many learners still feel nervous or scared when speaking.
Yes, Julia, and that's completely normal. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles to speaking English.
I know learners often think, what if I make a mistake? What if I sound silly?
And here's the truth. Mistakes are proof that you're learning. Every time you speak, even with mistakes, you improve.
Yes, and confidence grows step by step, not overnight.
Exactly. A small action every day builds courage. Even one short sentence in English counts.
I like that. So instead of waiting to feel perfect, learners should start speaking now.
Right. Because confidence comes from experience, not theory.
And the more you practice thinking and speaking in English, the more natural it becomes.
Yes. And here's a tip. Celebrate small wins. Even a simple conversation with a friend, or saying one sentence without translating. That's progress.
I love that. It makes learners feel proud and motivated.
Exactly. So don't be afraid of mistakes. They are stepping stones to fluency.
And remember, every learner has been where you are. It's part of the journey.
Yes. Keep practicing, keep speaking, and keep thinking in English. Confidence grows naturally when you take action.
And the more you speak, the easier it gets, and the more fun it is.
So today, let's focus on progress, not perfection. All right, Julia, we've covered a lot today. Let's do a quick summary.
Yes, today we learned how to speak the way you think, not translate everything in your head.
We talked about common mistakes, like trying to speak perfectly, thinking in long sentences, and fearing mistakes.
And we learned how native speakers think in ideas, not grammar rules.
Plus, we practiced thinking in English with short sentences and self-talk exercises.
And we shared daily habits, self-talk, listening first, using short sentences, thinking in English during tasks, and embracing mistakes.
Finally, we talked about motivation. Confidence grows from practice, not perfection.
Now it's time for a listener challenge.
Yes. Here's the challenge for today. Take 5 minutes and speak in English about your day, without translating. Just short sentences. Ideas only.
For example, you could say, I woke up, I ate breakfast, I listened to music, I went for a walk.
Perfect. The goal is not perfect grammar. The goal is thinking in English and speaking naturally.
Do this every day, and after a few days, you'll feel a big difference.
And don't forget, if you enjoyed this episode, subscribe and share it with your friends.
Yes, and practice speaking English every day, even a little. Small steps lead to big results.
That's right. Thank you so much for joining us today on the English Learning Podcast.
See you next time, and remember, speak the way you think.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing and stay confident.